All right, today we are diving into an incredible story from Slavic folklore. It's about two massive powers, Koschei the Deathless and the super mysterious Baba Yaga. But trust me, this is way more than just a fairy tale. This is a story about the very code of existence itself.
I mean, think about it. It's a huge question, right? It pops up everywhere. But this ancient story, it takes that question to its most terrifying and logical extreme. What actually happens when one single being just decides, nope, I'm not going to participate in the whole life and death cycle? Okay, let's get into it.
So the being who tried to pull this off was Koschei. And in the world of this story, his immortality isn't some cool superpower. Nope, it's an ontological glitch, a fundamental error in the universe's operating system. It's a bug so bad that reality itself has to deploy a patch. And that patch, well, it comes in a very, very unexpected form.
First things first, we've got to understand the bug itself. So let's meet the man who literally broke the world, Koschei, the sovereign of stagnation.
You know how the world has this rhythm, this pulse, spring, summer, fall, winter, life, death, rebirth? It's the engine that runs everything. Well, Koschei's whole deal is that he has surgically removed himself from that pulse. He doesn't just refuse to die, his very existence stops the process of renewal for everything and everyone around him.
And this ancient description, it's just perfect. It captures him so well. See, he's not some vibrant, living immortal. He's dried up, preserved, like something that should be dead, but is just being held together by artificial means. This image of a waxy skeleton is a perfect reflection of his inner state, and really his entire kingdom.
And this is where you really see the consequences of his choice. The natural world is all about change, flow, decay, and new growth. But Koschei's kingdom? It's a wasteland. It's a place of total biological arrest. Nothing grows, nothing dies, nothing changes at all. They say even the wind doesn't blow there. He got his personal permanence, sure, but he paid for it with all life.
Okay, so if Koschei is the bug, who's the system administrator? Well, it's a character you probably recognize, but maybe not in this role. Let's meet the Guardian of the Threshold.
Right, so we usually think of Baba Yaga as this horrifying witch, just a monster in the woods. But in this story, her role is so much more fundamental. She isn't good or evil. She's a neutral guardian of the process itself. Her one sacred duty is to protect the laws of nature, to preserve the ancestral soil, and just to make sure the great cycles of life and death keep on turning. So we've got our two main forces, a being of total stagnation and a guardian of total flow. You can already see they're on a collision course, right? For Baba Yaga, Koschei isn't just some bad guy. He is quite literally a systemic error.
And this is the absolute key to the whole thing. From the point of view of natural law, Koschei's deathlessness isn't impressive at all. It's a corruption. It's a poison, seeping into the very world that Baba Yaga has sworn to protect. It's a completely unacceptable situation that just has to be corrected for the health of the entire system.
This table just lays out their opposition perfectly. Let's break it down. Under domain, you've got Koschei's wasteland versus Baba Yaga's threshold. One is a dead end, the other is a gateway. Their philosophies couldn't be more different. Koschei wants sterile, absolute control. Baba Yaga serves the messy, constant process of natural change. And that brings us to their goals. His is just pure narcissism. He wants personal permanence no matter the cost. Her goal, systemic correction, for the good of everything. He's a manager of control. She's a protector of natural law.
You know, a system this deeply out of balance, it can't last. It's just too unstable. A correction isn't just possible, it is absolutely inevitable. And Baba Yaga is the one who kicks it all off.
But here's the thing. She doesn't do it directly. As the Guardian, her job is to empower an agent of change. In this case, it's the hero, Ivan Tsarevich. She gives him the tools, the map, the key info he needs. Her helping him is a huge deal because it shows that even the most frightening, raw parts of nature see Koschei's stagnation as an abomination. She is actively helping the hero tear down this regime of theft and decay.
So you might be wondering, how did Koschei even do this? How did he make himself deathless? He literally cut out his own soul, his own mortality, and locked it away. So to fix this glitch, our hero has to break into this insanely complex security system, one born of pure, uncut narcissism.
And just look at this setup. It is a cosmic Russian doll of pure paranoia. On this mythical island, hidden from everyone, there's an iron chest. But that's just the beginning. Inside that chest is a hare. Inside the hare is a duck. Inside that duck is a cosmic egg. He took the ultimate symbol of fertility and new life and twisted it into a personal vault. And inside that egg, the final piece, one single needle. That tiny little needle, that's his soul, his own death hoarded and hidden away from the rest of the world.
So after this incredible journey, Ivan, with all of nature basically backing him up, finally gets his hands on that needle. And what happens next isn't just an execution, it is the mercy of an end.
And the way the story frames this moment is just brilliant. Koschei has existed for centuries in this state of conscious torment, trapped by the very sterile immortality he wanted so badly. So breaking the needle isn't just about killing the villain, it's about releasing a prisoner from a cage he built for himself. It's finally letting him complete his cycle.
And in that single moment, all the time he stole, all the years he refused to live through, they all come crashing down on him at once. He's forced to finally pay his enormous debt of existence back to the earth. He just withers into dust, and the cosmic books are finally balanced.
And just like that, with the glitch corrected, the whole system reboots. The wasteland is reclaimed by nature, the state of biological arrest is over, and that beautiful, healthy cycle of decay and growth comes roaring back. And the story's real lesson becomes clear. True strength isn't about hoarding your life. It's about accepting your place in the world's incredible, ever-changing dance. So, what can we really take away from this ancient myth today? Maybe it's this really powerful and honestly timely idea. For a person, or maybe even a whole society, trying to achieve permanence by walling yourself off, by taking and never giving back, that's not a survival strategy. It's a slow-motion suicide. Because in the end, the system will always correct itself.